Hello. Today we're here with Christy Resendez. Sorry. How are you doing today, Christy?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing good. So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm a professional bodybuilder with the NGA Federation and the IFPA, and I also compete as a strong woman and model on the side.
Show us a little bit of your stuff. All right, the other side. All right.
Hi.
She's the real deal.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your family.
I have 3 children, ages 10, 6, and 2. The oldest 2 are girls, my youngest is a boy. I've been with my husband for 12 years, and they're just great. Very supportive.
It's great.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing modeling and bodybuilding?
For about a year and a half now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the journey?
Very exciting. I always run into different things to do and come across people like yourself, and it's great. New experiences all the time.
Okay. Why don't you tell us what would you like to do today?
I'd like to work on a bad habit. I'd like to quit smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So help me live a little bit longer. You know, the smells associated and health benefit wise.
How long have you been smoking?
Probably 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
So since I met my husband.
Mm-hmm. Could you remember the first time you smoked?
Yes. At first, when I started, I wasn't inhaling.
Mm-hmm.
And then my friend noticed that I wasn't inhaling. She's like, "You don't want inhaling." And I can remember how I felt, the lightheadedness, and after I actually inhaled it.
Mm-hmm. What was the occasion when you inhaled the smoke?
Skipping school at a friend's house.
And how did that make you feel?
Cool. I was fitting in.
Okay. So, on what occasions do you smoke?
When I'm stressed, when I'm relaxing, I'll find an excuse to justify any time to smoke.
Have you tried not smoking before?
I quit for 3 months, and I had outside influences that kind of peer pressure, and I caved in and just started smoking again. One cigarette, you can't just have one.
Okay.
For me, I gotta stop and just stop.
What triggers you to smoke again?
Well, after the one, it was one cigarette. It was the craving to have more, that nicotine craving, or even if it's psychological, thinking that I needed to have another one right after that one.
Okay. When was the last time you smoked?
Probably about 45 minutes ago.
Okay. What was going on?
Trying to find a parking spot. I was stressed.
Yeah. Keep in mind this is Cambridge, so what she's experiencing is perfectly legitimate. What do you think it would take to stop you from smoking?
Deciding to do it. Just
Have you ever made the decisions before?
that one time when I stopped 3 months.
You did well. What led you to that decision 3 months ago?
Kids. I can't preach to them and say don't do this if I'm doing it.
How old are you?
10, 6, and 2.
Do you smoke in the house or do you hide from them?
When I hide. With the secondhand smoke and
who else smoke in your family?
my mother and my father is an occasional smoker. He just recently quit.
Okay. So how long ago did they quit?
My dad quit about a month ago, and my mom still smokes heavy today.
Okay. How about your husband? Does he smoke at all?
He's an occasional smoker. Usually, if we're having a social drink, he'll have a cigarette.
And how often do you smoke?
I smoke a pack a day, so very often.
Okay. Back at the 3 months when you were not smoking, how did you feel?
It felt like I could taste better, smell better. I felt healthier. I could breathe better. And my exercises felt more productive.
Okay. You mentioned that there were health risks associated with your smoking. Tell us your opinion of that.
Well, I definitely don't want to die from cancer or have my children see me in a hospital bed at a younger age, in my 40s, instead of, passing into my 80s. And that is my main concern, is not having to put my family through that from my neglect of stopping something that I have control or should have control over.
What do you mean by should have control?
Well, it's an addiction, and I'm aware that I have a psychological craving for it, and probably my body too. But it should be something that, if I can stick to a really strict diet, people that are like, why can't you just focus that energy towards quitting smoking?
Right. Well, it doesn't have to be something that is tremendously difficult. Right? You can, there was a period in your life where you're not smoking.
Right.
And there are a lot of people walking the street that is not smoking, and they just do that naturally. And what we're hoping to do, and what we're going to accomplish today is, through hypnosis, you will just naturally not smoke. You don't have to consciously fight that urge. Tell me, why did you use the word addiction?
I think it's a better word to describe what, like a yearning for, or fixation with.
Right. But is that your word, or did you hear it from somebody? And then you used the word for yourself?
I probably used it from somebody who said it to me looking on the outside.
So that's not really your fault, right?
Right.
That's somebody's fault.
On how they perceived me.
And how they perceive, smoking should be. And, it's when you don't smoke, you're not going to die.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not an addiction. What would be your personal definition of an addiction?
Something that if you stopped, it would probably cause your body to have negative effects, reactions towards.
But then you have already told me that if you stop smoking, you're going to be healthier.
Yes.
So it's not an addiction.
Okay. All right, so what is it? Bad habit?
Yeah. Well, but could you agree with me that it is not an addiction?
Yes.
Because addiction is a word that you can control, right? Whereas a bad habit or a yearning, that you can control, right?
Right.
It's like playing video game. Some people say it's addiction, but there's no body chemical or genetically program you to pick up the console and play games, right?
Right.
And there's no genetic makeup in your body to force you to pick up this cigarette and put it in your mouth.
Right.
So, it's not like a disease in a sense that you cannot control.
I agree.
And you do not need an external force to force you to cure you from smoking, right?
Right.
It is totally something that you can control. You are not designed to smoke. Your body is not designed to smoke. And, you can foresee that when you stop smoking, you're going to become healthier.
Yes.
All right. So it shouldn't be a problem. Right, that's what I'm getting at.
No.
So tell me, when you smoke, how do you feel?
Less stress. I feel like it takes my mind off of what I'm focusing on that I can't change, or it just relieves me from that tension at that moment.
What kind of thoughts go through your mind
Prior to or
while you're smoking?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Okay. What about prior to?
I need a cigarette.
What other self-talk do you give yourself right
No.
before you make a smoke?
Sometimes I don't think about it at all. I just do it.
And what else would you be doing when you're smoking?
Probably working on my business, or spending more time with my kids, or cooking, or doing something more efficient with my time.
Now, let's just fast forward into the future, and let's pretend that you're a non-smoker, and you're just cool. How would you feel when you're a non-smoker?
I feel like I'd be healthier. I'd smell food better, or the flowers better, or fresh cut grass, and I'd be able to taste the food better. It'd be more fulfilling. Life would be more fulfilling because I'd be able to enjoy it that much more.
But how would you feel as in like sensation?
Clean.
Clean?
Yeah.
What kind of thoughts would you go through your head every day as a non-smoker?
I'm not going to smoke today.
Okay. But it would be kind of draining though, right? When you wake up in the morning and say, I'm not a smoker.
I'm not going to have a cigarette today.
Right. But like, if you're like naturally not smoking, right?
Yep.
What would you like to say to yourself? You're happier or you're healthy?
Yeah. And I have more time to spend doing things that I enjoy doing.
Okay. And, and when you're doing the things without the smoke in your head, right? Do you think you can do a better job at it?
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I'd probably be able to think clearer because I wouldn't be thinking about, oh, when am I going to have my next cigarette, or oh, I'm going to stop and have a cigarette. I'd just focus on other things that would benefit me,
Okay.
my family.
Okay. And when you come in today, you have decided that you don't want to smoke anymore.
Right.
And that was the last smoke that you had 40 minutes ago.
Yes.
I want you to do something for me. When you go out of this room, throw away all the cigarettes.
I will.
When you go home, throw away all your husband's cigarettes. And he's going to yell or whatever, just ignore him. Throw it away. Throw away all the lighters. Throw away all the ashtrays. Throw away anything that is related to cigarettes.
I will do that.
Okay. You do that, right?
I will.
And you decided that you'll be a non-smoker from today on.
Yes.
Say it louder.
I'm going to be a non-smoker from today on.
That's good. All right. So what we're going to do is hypnosis. And you've never been hypnotized before, right?
Right.
And we've never met before today, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So just sit with your feet flat on the floor. Your hand just placed on your lap, and just find a spot on the ceiling for just a second, and just focus on the spot. And when I count backward from 3 to 1, which will let you to go back to a deep state of hypnosis. And when I count backwards from 3 to 1, you're going to close your eyes. And I would like you to imagine that wonderful, beautiful beach that you were on before. And you can feel the warm ray of the sun on your forehead, and feel the warm ray of the sun on your cheek. You feel the warm ray of the sun on the tip of your nose. You can even feel the warm ocean breeze on your shoulder. You can feel the warm sand underneath your toes. You may even find your feet sinking just a little bit into the warm, cushy sand. When I count backwards from 3 to 1, you're going to close your eyes and imagine that warm, beautiful beach. 3, 2, 1. That's right. Feeling so good, so calm, so wonderful. Just let yourself go and relax. Still imagining that warm, wonderful beach. Feel the warm ray of the sun on your forehead. Feel the warm ray of the sun on your cheek. Warm ray of the sun on the tip of your nose. Feel the warm ray of the sun on your eyelids. Feeling so good, so calm, so wonderful. And you can feel the warm ocean breeze brushing against your shoulder. You feel the warm ocean breeze flowing through every strand of your hair. Feel your feet sink into the sand. But it's so good, so warm, so wonderful. Just like the way you feel before. And you are in that warm, wonderful, deep trance. That's right. I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. When I reach the number 1, just let yourself drift into this comfortable, wonderful state of hypnosis. With each number I count, you can see that number slowly flashes before your eyes and disappear into the back of your mind. 10, 9, feeling so good, so warm, so comfortable. Let go of all the stress on the tip of your fingers, on the tip of your toes. Let go of all the tension on your calves, your knees, your thighs. That's right. Find that tension in the center of your body and just let that go. That's right. Feeling so good, so calm, so wonderful. Find that tension in the stomach, your abdominal, your lungs, your heart, and just release that tension and let yourself go. And feel your back sinking just a little further into your chair. Feel the back of your thighs sinking gently into the cushion of the chair, sinking further and further down, all the way down, through the chair, onto the bottom of the floor. That's right. 9, 8, 7, 6, relax, let go, sleep. 5, relax, let go, sleep. 4, relax, let go, sleep. 3, relax, let go, sleep. 2, relax, let go, sleep. relax, let go. 1, sleep, sleep. Just let yourself lay loose, calm, and relax, loose, limp, and relax. That's right. Just let yourself go and sink deeper and deeper into the chair. Feeling so good, so warm, so comfortable. Now, Christy, I want you to picture a wonderful and happy place. This place could be real, this place could be imaginary. And I want you to picture this place onto the back of your eyelids. You can see this wonderful place in every vivid detail as you focus on the back of your eyelids. And as you focus on this wonderful, beautiful place, your unconscious mind could hear the sound of my voice talking. That's right. Now, Christy, both you and I know that smoking is a very unhealthy habit. And you want to have a healthy mind and a healthy body so you can work on your bodybuilding and modeling career. And you also want a healthy mind and healthy body to be a good role model for your children. And you also want a healthy mind and healthy body so you can live long and run around with your grandchildren. From now on, you'll find the taste of the smoke really, really terrible. Whenever you put a cigarette in your mouth, you'll find this awful, awful taste that you want to spit the cigarette right out. In fact, I want you to imagine that a cigarette in your mouth right now. You can feel the awful, awful taste. It feels so bad. Spit it out now. Spit it out. That's right. Now, I want you to imagine that you're in a social situation and you find a piece of cigarette just laying around. You unconsciously pick up the cigarette. But the moment you pick it up, you want to toss it right away from your fingers. It will be an unconscious movement. You would not think about it, you would not feel anything. You would just throw the cigarette away and you will have nothing to do with the cigarette. That's right. From now on, you say to yourself that you're a non-smoker, and you naturally believe that you're a non-smoker. You have been a non-smoker for a large part of your life, and you can continue to be a non-smoker because you have perfect control of your mind, you have perfect control of your behavior, and you have perfect control of your feelings. You find that as a non-smoker, you feel healthier, you feel better in every moment of your life. As a non-smoker, you can taste and you can smell everything in its perfect detail. You can see color, you can hear sounds, and all your senses come alive as a non-smoker. As a non-smoker, your unconscious mind knows that you can spend more time with your children. As a non-smoker, your unconscious mind knows that you can spend more time working on your body, working on your modeling career. Because you know that smoking is a terrible habit, and smoking is not going to get you anywhere. From now on, Christy, you remember that you are a non-smoker. You remember that smoking is going to take you away from your children, and smoking is going to take you away from your career. So you can just be comfortably. As a non-smoker, you will not think about it. You will not feel anything about it. You will not behave anything different about it. You will just be a natural non-smoker. Now I'm going to count from 1 to 10. When I reach number 10, you can come back to this room, feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling like you've just slept for the last 12 hours. When you come back to this room, you feel an overwhelming sense of optimism flowing through your body. You feel that your toes is alive. You feel that your knees, your calves, your legs, your stomach, your entire body comes back alive. You feel that all your organs is filled with this vital energy that you haven't experienced any time before as a smoker. You find that your mind filled with a great sense of optimism. Your mind fills with a great sense of well-being. Your mind feels a great sense of purpose in life. You find that everything you do, you have a big smile on your face, and everybody you see and you greet them with a big smile. In return, you can see them smiling back at you, further filling yourself with a great sense of optimism. When you count to 10, you come back to this room feeling great, feeling amazing, feeling rested, relaxed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Take a deep breath in. Just let it go. 7, 8, 9. Whenever you're ready, 10. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
It's great. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That's great, that's great. Say hi to your family.
Hi, everybody.
All right. We're done.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So.